Well, Helen, we've come to the end of the 2017 season. You're first in the red dress. How did you enjoy the season?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. Coming out here was a big step for me at 21 years old, and I'm just so glad I made the decision to move out here. The girls have been amazing, and I've really loved taking to the court. And yeah, we're here at the fan day, and I think something I can say is the fans of the Swifts are incredible. So yeah, I'm super happy with this season.
I'm sure before you came out to Australia you had somewhat of an idea of what Suncorp Super Netball would be like. Has it exceeded expectations?
Yeah, definitely. I think before the season I was expecting a step up in intensity, and you really have seen that in pretty much every game of the season. I think it kind of feels more like playing for England with the intensity. It feels more like an international, which is only going to be good for the players that do play for their country, because it's going to step up their game. So yeah, I think you've seen even the games that we've lost, I mean, they've been by 5 or less pretty much. So I think you have seen a massive intensity, but also each team I think could have won it, and each team goes into every game thinking that they can beat their opposition, which is a great thing.
And so I'm sure that there are many memories or highlights of the season that you can think of, but what's one that really stands out for you?
For me, it was probably the Fever home game where we came from behind and won it in the last quarter. Yeah, that felt pretty special, obviously because Fever had gotten the better of us away from home, and it was great to be able to do that in front of our home crowd.
Speaking of the Swiss family, you've really enjoyed getting to know them this season. Is it something that you enjoy, kind of getting the crowd involved into the action on court?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it does make a huge difference on the court for the girls. I think we can really feel when the crowd is lifting and when they're behind you, and it does make a performance difference. But yeah, I love getting involved. I think that's always been my personality. On and off the court as well, I like to interact with the fans because, you know, we're only here because of them, and we couldn't really do what we do without their support. So yeah, I love the Swifts family.
So you're definitely back for 2018 because you're on a 2-year contract. What can Swifts family look forward to next season?
Oh, I think they've seen this season about what potential this group has, and you know, the average age is 22, which is my age right now. So I think you can see us building. I think we wanted to use this season to get out performances and get out some combinations. But next season, you know, we're going for wins every time we step on the court. So I think you can expect some special things.
And finally, you'll go off to your English international commitments for the season. What are you going to be working on over the next 6 months before you're back in that red dress?
Yeah, so I go back on the 23rd and then pretty much straight into England training in July. We've got the quad series coming up in August, which is actually back out here. I think we play in Brisbane, so obviously everybody's going for selection for that. And you know, it's a Commonwealth Games year next year, so everybody's going for selection, and I'll just be working hard in the off season and hopefully come back to Swifts a better athlete.
So Rob Wright and Megan Anderson are co-assistant coaches of the Fast 5 Australian team. Will you be putting your hand up for England duties?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I went last year, it's in Melbourne, and it's such a fun competition. It's completely different to anything I've ever experienced. The crowd kind of goes crazy, but I love it. Yes, I'll definitely be putting my hand up, and you know, I'll be happy if I get the nod, but if not, that's fine. But yeah, it would be great to go back there.